Hello everyone. Well, hunting season is officially over for a rifle, and bow season is still going, but thankfully the neighbors don't do too much of that, so I'm safe to be back out. And finally bringing you the review I promised. Reprofiled Esee with a 20-degree edge. Yeah, I had a little mishap there with the I was originally going to try and file off the coating. Silly mistake that was. But anyways, there's your 20-degree per side edge angle. And we're just going to have a look-see and see how it does. A little poplar. I'm not going to bother batoning. I'm not going to bother batoning it through hardwood, because I mean, there's really negligible difference between when you're batoning through hardwood as far as the edge angle. It might make it a little bit easier, but it's really not going to be anything you guys are going to be able to pick up on video, anyways. Certainly, even in person, you might notice a little difference, but it's really going to be minimal. So I'm just going to get in straight to the carving and make this more of a short and sweet type of thing. So batoning for the sake of getting at my wood here. Alright, that's fine. And then one more, seeing as that's going on my fire. Which, if you bear with me for 2 seconds, I'm going to put on right now. Sorry for the dead air, folks. It's 21, 22 below Celsius. And I want to keep that sucker going. It's a cool one today. No sun, obviously. You can probably tell. So we don't need that for right now. So let me just start off by saying how extremely impressed I am with the performance of this blade after it was reprofiled. With the 20-degree per side edge angle, it is phenomenal. And once again, just a quick shout out to Spartan John's, Dennis. You've helped me fall in love with a few of my knives again, and added a few more on my list of knives that I use a lot, which is more of a curse than anything else. But I thank you nonetheless. It really changes the performance of a knife, obviously, and can really change your attitude towards a blade. And I mean, this just glides. I mean, it did okay before, as long as it was sharp enough. But, I mean, the difference between that and this is just trying to take some thicker chunks here without shaving it right off. But frozen bark, no problem. You're on the wrong side, aren't you? I'm going to have to stop and start this, folks. Got a bit of a visitor that I need to go take care of. If you can see him there, cow got on the wrong side of the fence, which is way out of his way. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I wanted to bring you a little bit tighter too on the shop. Had to herd him back over where he needs to be. Does a great job anyway, as you can see. Does a fantastic job. Grab another piece here. Now this is softwood. However, that's a substantial bite on a relatively shallow angle. If I go a little bit, let's flip that around. If I go a little bit steeper, put about the same pressure. Didn't fracture as much, but as you can see, substantial bite. And poplar is a little bit heavier grain, a little denser than cedar, which is what I was doing my tests with. And I suppose I should grab a piece of cedar to maintain that. Got a piece handy, I'm not sure. There we go. Again, sorry about that. So, shallow angle. Let's see if I can get a better spot to grip this here. Shallow angle. Yeah, sorry about that. Does a good job, penetrates far. Steeper angle. A different side once again, sorry. Does a good job, and this wood is frozen. Like I said, it's -20, so not ideal conditions, I suppose. My apologies for that, but you do get the idea. And this is this piece here is a little more thawed out. Like I said, you can see how it's biting in, taking chunks off. I'm gonna throw my gloves on. Takes out good chunks. Putting a point, no problem. You can see how thick this edge is here, or this side is. And 4 passes, no problem at all. It really does a really good job. I haven't used it since I reprofiled it. This is actually the first time I've taken it out. It's the first time I've been out in a while. And to work this knife. So I'll let you know how edge retention does, but I imagine it's going to be roughly the same, which is to say fairly decent. Anyways, so my thoughts. I'm happy with it. It really handles well. It does a much better job reprofiled than it did before. You know, as usual, I'm not a fan of Esee handles. I mean, on the 5, they're too boxy, and on the 4, they're far too thin for my hand to be really comfortable. But you know, it's a good blade. It's a reliable blade. I've beat the hell out of my Esee 5. The Esee 4 is not going to be really any different, and I've used this quite a bit. Before I reprofiled it, I used it quite a bit. I had it for a couple years, and it's just, you know, you can really trust this blade. You can really trust the knife. I'd like to see them come out with a thicker handle option for people who find this to be a little too thin. I am one of those people, so I'd like to see Esee do that. I'd like to see them. I mean, it's a detachable, removable scale, so I mean, why not make a thicker handle for a bigger hand, and offer those, because they do offer replacement handles on their website. So I'd like to see that happen. I think it'd be that much more of that much of an improvement that it would make it a more usable knife, at least for me. But Reprofile, if you're thinking about it, go for it. It definitely improves the performance of this blade. I have no doubt about that. I can see it even in less than ideal conditions, you know, minus 20, 22, whatever it is. It's just performing really well. So that's my part 2. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you found some of it useful. And as always, if there's any requests or anything you'd like to see me do more of, close up, you know, whatever, just let me know, and I'd be more than happy to do it. Everybody, just have a great day. Be well.